One day, you'll drink the last cup of tea with your father without even knowing it was the last. And that's exactly what happened to Daniel. Thomas was one of the most respected farmers in his village. Like every parent, he had only one dream. He wanted his son Daniel to have a better life than he ever could. So he sent him to the city to study, hoping one day Daniel would get the job he had always dreamed of. When that dream finally came true, no one was happier than Thomas. From the day Daniel left for the city, every Sunday morning, Thomas and his wife Mary would make 2 cups of tea and sit together on the porch. Every Sunday, they believed Daniel might surprise them and come home. 5 years ago, Mary passed away, but Thomas never stopped making those 2 cups of tea, one for himself and one for Daniel. Every Sunday, he looked down the quiet road, smiled gently, and whispered, "Maybe today." Just then, the phone rang. Daniel had become the man Thomas had always dreamed of. After years of hard work, he finally got the job his father had prayed for. The day he received his promotion, the first person he wanted to share the news with wasn't a friend or a colleague. It was his father. Thomas couldn't stop smiling. He looked at Mary's photograph hanging on the wall and quietly said, "We did it." But before ending the call, Daniel shared another piece of news. His company was sending him to another state for work, so he wouldn't be able to visit that Sunday. Just like always, he made the same promise, "I'll come next Sunday." Thomas smiled and wished him the very best. Deep down, he truly believed that next Sunday wasn't too far away. The first next Sunday didn't feel like a big deal. Neither did the second. After all, life gets busy. Work becomes demanding. Responsibilities grow. And before we realize it, postponing becomes a habit. Every Sunday, Thomas woke up a little earlier than usual. He made 2 cups of tea, just like he always had. He never complained. He never asked Daniel to come home. He simply waited. Daniel always called. Sometimes work kept him busy. Sometimes he had to travel. Sometimes he was simply too exhausted. But every call ended with the same promise, "I'll come next Sunday." Before either of them realized it, years had quietly passed. Yet every Sunday, Thomas still made 2 cups of tea, because hope never stopped visiting his porch. One autumn, the village celebrated its annual harvest festival. Families had come home from different cities. The streets were filled with laughter. Children ran through the fields. Parents smiled as they watched them. Thomas quietly enjoyed the happiness around him. A neighbor walked over and asked, "Thomas, isn't Daniel coming this year?" Thomas smiled proudly. He was promoted recently. His company has sent him to another state for an important project. "I'm proud of him." He truly meant every word. The next morning was Sunday, and just like always, Thomas made 2 cups of tea. Then came a Sunday, just like every other Sunday. Thomas woke up early. He made 2 cups of tea. He smiled gently and whispered, "Maybe today." That same morning, Daniel saw his father's name on his phone. He smiled and thought, "I'll call him after the meeting." But one meeting turned into another. One deadline became the next. By the time the day ended, he was exhausted. He told himself, "I'll call him tomorrow," but tomorrow became another busy day. Before he realized it, 2 days had quietly passed. When Daniel finally looked at his phone again, he noticed a few missed calls. not from his father, but from his neighbor. A strange feeling filled his heart. He called back immediately. The neighbor answered and quietly said, "Daniel, please come home." Daniel left for the village without wasting another moment. Throughout the journey, only one thought echoed in his mind. I should have called him. When he finally reached home, everything felt strangely quiet. The porch looked exactly the same. The two chairs were still there. On the small wooden table, there were still 2 cups of tea, one for Thomas and one for Daniel. The tea had gone cold, but Daniel's cup had never been touched. Thomas wasn't there, only a letter with Daniel's name written on it. With trembling hands, Daniel opened the letter. It read, "My dear Daniel, if you're reading this, it means I couldn't wait for another Sunday. Before you read any further, promise me one thing. Please don't blame yourself. You were never a bad son. You were simply building the future your mother and I always dreamed of for you. And believe me, I couldn't have been prouder. Every time someone asked about you, I smiled. Every achievement of yours made me feel that our dream had come true. There was only one thing I missed: spending time with you." Those 2 cups of tea were never really about tea. They were about hope. Hope that one Sunday we'd sit together again, talk about life, laugh a little, and enjoy each other's company. Daniel, work will never truly end. There will always be another meeting, another project, another busy week. But the people waiting for you won't always have another Sunday. So don't wait for the perfect time. Make time. Visit the people you love while you still can. One day, you'll realize that the moments you almost postponed were the moments that mattered the most. And one last favor: when you finish reading this letter, don't stay here too long. Go and spend time with someone you love. Don't wait for another Sunday. I'll always be proud to call you my son. With all my love, Dad. Daniel looked at the empty chair, then at the untouched cup of tea. For the first time, he truly understood what those 2 cups had always meant. With tears in his eyes, he whispered, "I kept postponing of the one thing that mattered most. Success can buy almost everything, but it can't buy one more Sunday or one more conversation with someone you've already lost. So before you say, 'I'll come next Sunday,' ask yourself, can it wait? Maybe today is the Sunday you've been postponing. What is one thing you've been postponing? Tell us in the comments.